I wasn't expecting company, but if you stay out of the shrubs and flower beds, you can stay.
Give them a wave, Pops, now that you've invited them in. We're two old guys who enjoy playing sandbox and survival games together. I'm Uncle Craig. Go ahead and sit down. Let's visit for a while.
This video series will walk through how an example of an old guy going through a playthrough. Most of it is getting started type stuff, so this may be helpful for those who are just starting out in Minecraft or want to improve their start to the game. I'm not an expert in Minecraft at all. There's just some things I've put into place that just make it easier for me. Maybe they'll be helpful for you as well. In order to make it kind of an engaging environment, we're going to use Optimization Plus Shaders, FPS Boost, and Quality of Life modpack out of CurseForge. So if anybody wants to follow along using a similar world, you can do that. It has a lot of adds too, like a map and some inventory type things that are helpful. So you'll see me use some of those, but there is no real game mechanic type modifications at all. How I approach getting started, I use each day-night cycle. So during the day, I work on things up above ground, and during the night, I work on a mine shaft. For above ground, I'm looking initially to get shelter right away, and I usually dig in the ground to do that. Nice little small hole to get started with a trapdoor. And for that, I'm going to need wood, and so I'm going to be felling trees right at first, probably 2 of them, and then I'm going to look for a half stack of logs, and I'll try to keep a half stack of logs in my inventory at the beginning of each day. We're going to build tools right away, wooden tools, and very shortly after that get to the stone tools, of course. And then we're going to set up several things, and which ones we do first is going to depend on what's available right at first. But we're going to create a field of wheat, a tree farm. We're going to get some animal husbandry going on, so any animals that are nearby that we can tame and breed, we'll do that. And then any other interesting things that we find in that particular area, we'll set up fields for that. We're going to set each of them up in a 13 by 13 square. So there's going to be 9 sections to our starting area, most of them populated. Some we'll set up and we'll put stuff there as we need it. Underground, we're going to have one 11 by 11 mine shaft all the way down to bedrock, and each level of it is going to be 11 by 11 squares dug out, so big open areas there in each level with 2 blocks between each level. And once we have all of that completed, that mine shaft there, we'll be ready to go out and explore. I like to find everything that I can that's useful and find out where I might want to start exploring down in some caves and caverns right at the very beginning, and then we launch off and explore. By that time, we should have our iron armor and things like that. So, and a bow, hopefully. So then we'll adventure out. We'll do things in the caverns. We'll also go out and hunt a bit. We'll at some point we'll start spending more time outside at night and getting mobs so that we can get string and the other types of drops that you get from them, as well as improved experience. So once we get a crafting table, we can do some good enchantments. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm not sure how far we'll go or when we'll stop, but that's the idea of this series, and so I'm going to go ahead and get started.